Alright, so after knocking out Khalil Rountree Jr. at UFC 307, Alex Pereira has basically shut down any idea of him going up to heavyweight or going down to middleweight anytime soon, and basically expressed interest in staying at light heavyweight, whether it is to fight Magomed Ankalaev or whoever the next contender is. And I agree. I've been saying this for the longest time. I think Alex Pereira should stay at light heavyweight. It just makes the most sense, okay? For a couple reasons. Anyway, let me know if you think Alex Pereira should stay at light heavyweight. If not, who do you want to see him fight, whether it's Aspinall at heavyweight or Dricus du Plessis at middleweight? And while you're down there, appreciate if like and subscribe. We're close to 320 subs. And yeah, let me get into it because like I said, I've been saying it for the longest time. I think Alex Pereira should just stay at light heavyweight. I mean, it makes the most sense, okay? The fighters at light heavyweight just aren't skilled at all, okay? Okay, maybe they are a bit skilled, but not as skilled as Pereira, okay? Because Pereira, this guy, in my opinion, I think he's one of the best strikers in UFC history. I don't think this is like an unpopular opinion or a crazy hot take or anything, but Alex Pereira, I think he's one of the best strikers in UFC history. In my opinion, he's top three, okay? Maybe he's beaten by like Anderson Silva and maybe a couple guys that I'm just forgetting, but like he's definitely up there. In my opinion, he's second. Like he's just that good right now. And everyone else in light heavyweight is also a striker, okay? The guys just aren't that skilled on the feet. Like, they basically cannot compete with Alex Pereira, okay? Khalil Rountree was able to do a fairly good job, but I feel like that comes down to more him being a southpaw and a very, like, fast striker as well. I don't think that was just him being a striker. I think he's a very good striker and also just played to a lot of Alex Pereira's, like, I guess, like, holes in his game. But overall, Alex Pereira is one of the great strikers in UFC history, fighting in a division full of other strikers where the skill level is not going to be as good as him. Because obviously, we all know about light man skill, okay? Light man skill, very, very real thing, okay? Like, it's just not close. It's not close between Alex Pereira and the next best striker, which is probably like, even a guy like Jan Blachowicz didn't want to stand with him. And even like, I guess Ankalaev, like, I don't even know. Like, the Yuri Prohaska already got KO'd by Alex Pereira, Jamal Hill. Like, I mean, he's basically already had his way with all the best strikers in light heavyweight, okay? Like, ran through them as well, okay? Like, they were like an innocent go at the Diddy party, okay, bro? This absolutely destroyed them. You know, Yuri Prohaska, second round KO twice, I think. Jamal Hill, first round KO. It's like, he's doing this with ease, okay? Like, it's clear that there's a huge skill discrepancy between him and everybody else at, like, light heavyweight. But it's not just the skill on the striking and on the feet. On the ground, okay, none of these guys can like grapple that well at all. Okay, everyone always brings up like Jan Blachowicz and Yuri Prohaska when people say, "Oh, well, Alex Pereira hasn't fought a grappler." He hasn't. Okay, like it's very simple. Like you can't really look at his record and be like, "Oh yeah, this guy's like a crazy grappler." Like, and in my opinion, I really doubt that he would be able to beat like a good grappler. Okay, that might sound crazy. Okay, well, actually, it shouldn't sound that crazy, but I feel like if a guy like Hamza or I don't even know, like Jelton Almeida maybe, like someone like that took him on the ground, like bro, Alex Pereira is not gonna get back up or just do what he does to, or what he did to like Jan Blachowicz, where he just holds him and just waits. You know what I mean? Like a guy like Hamza Chimaev is probably going to sub him. Like that shouldn't be a controversial thing to say, but there's no one like that at light heavyweight. There's literally nobody. You can't even look at the rankings and be like, you know, there's this one guy who has the potential, okay? Except like outside of Ankalaev, who really doesn't even have that potential. It's more just a thing that he's Dagestani and, you know, he might be able to do it. It's like, it's not really a real thing, okay? It's like a bloody CGI made up thing that, like, I don't even know where it came from. Okay, Ankalaev is coming off like a ton of KOs. Like, bro, I don't think he's going to just go out there and sub Alex Pereira in the first round. Is a possibility. I'll go back to him later, but the skill like on the ground at light heavyweight isn't very good either. So he's in a division, like I said, full of strikers. Absolutely nobody's gonna try and wrestle with him because none of them know how to. Okay, it's so funny when people say, "Oh, Khalil Rountree, why is he not shooting a takedown?" Bro, Alex Pereira is probably a better grappler than than Khalil Rountree, bro. Why are you like this? One just doesn't make sense to me. It's like these guys have never been able to like grapple well. It's like, yeah, Alex Pereira is coming from kickboxing. But he has a black belt in jiu-jitsu. Even if he doesn't, he's not a very good grappler, okay? It doesn't matter. He still has some sort of skill on the ground, okay? Like, it's not like he's just completely useless if he gets taken down. Anyway, I want to talk about Magomed Ankalaev because right now, I don't think that Alex Pereira is going to get beaten anytime soon. Like, outside of Ankalaev and maybe Israel Adesanya coming up to 205, which I don't even think Izzy wins, but, you know, just hypothetically, like, there's no one who beats him, okay? Like, maybe... Like, this is just, like, a really random one. These are, like, the absolute, like, you know, Hail Mary somehow if they fight Alex Pereira, you know? Like, I feel like Dricus has a fairly good chance, and then, like I brought up earlier, Jelton Almeida, if he decides to come back to 205 and somehow actually just looks really, really good, I think he has a chance of beating Alex Pereira. But outside of that, there's literally nobody. Like, if he just stays at light heavyweight and just farms legacy, bro, he's like on the cusp of maybe becoming the light. Like I doubt he's gonna pass John Jones because again, with MMA, it's like Alex Pereira is not really. He's not really like the best MMA fighter when you think about it because he doesn't have the ground game. It's like you can't be a mixed martial artist when you're only good at realistically like one thing. If you know what I mean, like I'm not really downplaying Alex Pereira's achievements, but like John Jones is so good at everything. It's like you can't say that he's not the greatest mixed martial artist of all time. I feel like Dana White, bro. I feel like I'm glazing John Jones, but what I'm saying, I don't think it's that ridiculous. But yeah, I just really doubt he's going to get beaten for a long time. I think if he just keeps farming legacy, he'll just basically be the second best light heavyweight of all time, and it won't even be a close thing. Like I feel like he's about to surpass deep. Holy shit, I can't speak. DC is going to surpass DC very soon. I mean, you could argue that he's already done it, but you know, DC again, great wrestler, fairly good striker. It's like it's kind of hard to argue, but yeah, I feel like again, Alex Pereira can become the second greatest light heavyweight of all time. He might be able to surpass John Jones like title defenses. I don't know how many John Jones has off the top of my head, but he might be able to with how active he is. But who knows? Anyway, Alex Pereira versus Ankalaev. This is the fight I want to talk about because Ankalaev is the only real threat I see for Alex Pereira right now. I just don't see with anybody else. Like again, unless somehow Anthony Smith, the greatest light heavyweight of all time, gets a title shot, it's like, bro, on paper Anthony Smith obviously beats Pereira, but it's like I just don't think he'll be able to get to a title shot. And it's like, bro, Ankalaev, like I talked about with Khalil. I feel like he was a bad stylistic matchup for Pereira on the feet. Not necessarily that he would have won. Like, obviously he got knocked out. I don't know why I'm saying this. Like, this is... like Khalil still has a chance. But it's like, bro, Khalil is a very fast southpaw. Like, that is basically all of Alex Pereira's holes, okay? Like, that's basically it. His boxing defense, like everybody likes to say. Ankalaev, like, I think he has a chance to beat Alex Pereira. Like, not necessarily that I think he's going to beat him on the feet, but I think that's going to play a huge part. I think Ankalaev, if he just replicates what Khalil Rountree did, but instead of just letting like Pereira circle around when he got into the cage, like actually shoot for a double leg, I think Ankalaev could win this. Like I think there is a clear game plan for Ankalaev. As for Alex, I think his game plan against Ankalaev should be kind of just break him down. Okay, not the same way he did to Khalil. Kind of similar maybe in the third and fourth round, but early on I don't think he can just let Magomed Ankalaev gas out. Like that's just not going to work, okay? Because if he does that and is as inactive as he was in those like first two rounds, obviously he wasn't like doing too bad, but he was getting hit quite a lot. If Ankalaev is hitting this guy, you know, and then he's gonna gain confidence from hitting Alex Pereira, and then he's gonna shoot the takedowns. It's like you can't be inactive like that. What I think Alex Pereira needs to do is break him down from the very beginning, just kind of, you know, stuff Ankalaev's takedowns, tag him up a bit, break his confidence, and then third or fourth round, similar to what he did to Khalil, just knock him out. But Ankalaev, I feel like there's a pretty good game plan there for him. Just basically bum rush him, okay? Just pray that you just don't get KO'd, okay? Do very similar what Khalil did. Bum rush him, and then at the end of the combinations, shoot a double leg, and then, you know, do whatever you can from there. Maybe he'll go to Dagestan, train with like Khabib. I think he is in Dagestan, but I can't really remember. There's some fighters that just, they're Russian, but they aren't in Dagestan. But I think he needs to go to Dagestan, train the submission game, and I think he'll be able to beat Alex Pereira. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. That's going to be it. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe.